Proofs of the globe. NASA images. It is Photoshop, but it has to be. Public indoctrination. We know because a scientist said so. Popular opinion. Popular opinion. I guess that's what people want. Everyone else believes it, so it must be true. I want to believe. I want to believe. Come on, NASA, make up your mind. What does the Earth really look like? Different years from the 70s, although we didn't have anything in the 80s and the 90s and the 2000s, and then from 2000s onwards, we have this. All images are official NASA pictures of the Earth, composites. You can tell they're the same because they all look so different. How long are you going to live this lie? Look, 1978, wow, 2066. How many more fake globes is it going to take? Which one are you going to choose to be real? What if it wasn't what we've been shown, right? We have to research. So which cartoon do you think you're living on a spinning ball Earth with curved water? Haven't you even ever seen a NASA picture, my friend? It is photoshopped, but it has to be. NASA employee Robert Simon, straight out of Photoshop. So in which one do you believe? We have different years here with the epic blue, with the blue marble goes, yeah. It depends. I mean, it's up to you to decide. So this guy was a data visualizer and designer, Robert Simon. Never thought that he would become Mr. Blue Marble. NASA.gov. My role is to make imagery from Earth sciences data. I turn data into pictures. It's just like artificial intelligence, right? But I prefer the reality of the real world with cameras that have no fisheye lens. Crafting the blue marble to make the Earth look realistic, or at least how I imagined the Earth would look. I needed to do some work. Compositing separate images into a convincing whole is, of course, easier said than done. Even with control of each layer in my image processing software, Photoshop, it took hours of tweaking and retweaking transparency, layer masks, hue saturation, Gaussian blur, and curves to get an image that looked like the picture I had in my head. Such a sad reality we live in. Then we wrapped the flat map around the ball. My part was integrating the surface, clouds, and oceans to match people's expectations of how Earth looks from space. That ball became the famous blue marble. Globe Earth is a fantasy cartoon. Everybody knows this. Title, he was the lead data visualizer and information designer. Formal job classification, senior program analyst. Organization he works for, code 613, Climate and Radiation Branch, Earth Sciences Division, Sciences and Exploration Directorate. Our team is purely about communications. We translate data into a usable and understandable form. Our writers and visualizers explain what we are seeing, and our web developers tell the world. So sad. No real photos of Earth. You don't understand that these are flat maps conformed around the ball. They put them on the surface of the exterior of a sphere with clouds copy pasted on them. Admits they're all fake, and this is why is the Earth cropped. It's a cropped picture. Cropped from Apollo. By the way, those are fakes too. Earth is flat. It is Photoshop. It has to be. We accept the reality of the world with which we're presented. It's as simple as that. This is from one of the famous movies. So they present this reality, which is spinning ball Earth with curved water on the exterior of a sphere, and people accept it. Friends don't let friends believe in SF. Yeah, this is the real picture, amateur from space. Composite, computer removal of hues from photo produces bright color rectangle around image of Earth as well as horizon edges. Copy paste. There are three classes of people: those who see when they are shown, and those who do not see. What class of people are you in? Yes, and this official NASA image showing the Earth rise from the moon. Elevated exposure in Photoshop reveals a copy-paste job with the rectangle and everything done artificially in computer software. NASA is caught using the same image of Earth to represent photos of Earth taken in from two different satellites. Increased, as you can know, this is like old school stuff now. Please tell me what's wrong with this image. What is wrong with this image? Who is there? The top photo was reportedly shot from 1 million miles away. Wow. And shows Earth much larger than the moon. Now move the camera 762,000 miles closer to Earth and look at the photo from the Apollo missions. Wake up! Space is fake the way they show it us. This is like 3D CGI, everybody knows. Earth from 240,000 miles away. Earth from 1 million miles away. Any questions? Any questions? Let's Photoshop, copy paste. If this new NASA photo of Earth and Moon was real, wouldn't the Earth from the Moon look more like this and not like this? Makes sense, right? Let this sink in. Small Earth from the moon's surface, large Earth from behind the moon, both NASA official images. Stop living in a teary tale. Get off your cartoon ball. Discover lunar transit, Chinese Chang, lunar reconnaissance. Seems legit, man, because it's Photoshop. Look, so Roscosmos, NASA, JAXA, and ESA. In Russia, United States, Japan, and Europe. 4 different worlds. Which one do you prefer? I prefer to go into Vibes of Cosmos. Yes, I like Vibes of Cosmos. America, NASA, Russia, RASA, Japan, JAXA, and Europe, ESA. 4 different space agencies, 4 different worlds. Different nations see the world differently. What's your preferred way of seeing the world? Huh? Which one looks more beautiful? I think the Russian one looks really beautiful. European one looks also as well way beautiful. Russian satellites, 121 megapixel image of Earth. Look, copy paste, pixel. Suppose Russian satellite image. Oops. Proof of CGI. The supposed Russian Electro L satellite photo of the Earth got a big Photoshop hand tool in it. Wow, man, the Photoshop hand tool. They forgot to take it away. You have to take that stuff away. You can't just leave the Photoshop hand. The most detailed picture of Earth has the Photoshop hand in it. So sad. Look at the Photoshop hand. It's south from Arabia, between Arabia and Africa and India. I guess Photoshop likes the spinning ball Earth with curved water. Apollo 17 photo of Earth in 1972. Cartoon world. It is dark in Tokyo, Moscow, London, New York, Los Angeles, Honolulu, and Sydney simultaneously. Oh man, day and night world map. Vibes of Cosmos explains everything about the day and night cycle. You should understand there. Ah man, if a photo is all the evidence you need, what else will you believe in? I believe in the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus and this whole thing. It's awesome. Look, what's your preferred spinning ball Earth with curved water? From what year and from what country? Excuse me, who took this picture? This is like data translated into CGI AI. You are here. Who took this pic? Maybe the aliens. Let's see. You are here. You are here. You are here in the galaxy. You are here. Star Wars. Here is CGI paintings. More paintings. We love paintings. You are here. It's just a cartoon. CGI, computer generated images. Houston, we have a problem. Everything is computer generated. Computer generated imagery. Do you understand? Do you understand? It's all fake. Computer generated dream world matrix. Have to take off those glasses. You know, when you put on the glasses or you take out the tent, you see the truth. You see, oh, look at the space station, International Space Station, and man, yeah, everything is so simple. Look, the International Space Station with green screen, movie set. Look in the pool, the astronauts. Look, painting, rocket-assisted balloons. Oh yeah, balloons with rocket-assisted. Rockets can't work in space. Look at the rocket go. So NASA, can you explain how you got that dune buggy inside a lunar module? You've been living in a dream world, Neo. It's just a cartoon. Neo cries. Reality of the real world and fantasy. Pictures are worth more than 1,000 words. Oh, welcome to the real world. Once the Matrix crashes, you just realized those look like planets, right? Wow, planets. They're the underside of frying pans. Wow, the underside of frying pans. We are so sad. Look, frying pans. And if you think this is a picture of Jupiter, then think again, it's just an edited photo of a tabletop. And if I can fool you, so can NASA. And you just make a circle and that's it. End of the story, because there's no way they could possibly be faked, right? Everything is real. That moment you realize that Pluto is on Pluto. Pluto is on Pluto. Pluto is on Pluto. Mickey Mouse. Pluto on Pluto. Look at Pluto. What are the chances? Black holes, wormholes, gravitational waves. It's just cartoon. Cartoon CGI. Not even cartoon. Look at this. You do this, and you see the black hole. This is Earth with all the water removed. None of the other planets have water. All perfect spheres except Earth. Do you see any problem? Do you see the frying pans? It's all CGI. It's all fake. Space is like Santa Claus for adults. Yes, space is like Santa Claus for adults. And the International Space Station is Santa's sleigh. Thank you for the $50 million a day. Space is real. Proof? Nah. So far, around 500 space actors have been in space. The population of the Earth is 7.5 billion. Space. $53 million a day for what? For this. Just let that sink in. Like we love how a globe lover sees the Earth. How a flat earther sees the Earth. Guardians of the Galaxy. So sad, when you see the movie and then you see how the movie is made, and you see that this guy is just CGI, and you see then the actor here and just loses all the effect and stuff, all the beauty, because it's just movie, it's just fantasy. I like this. I like this. I don't know why. I feel, I understand. I feel it. I told you it was real. See, it's on the television. I saw it on TV. If you see it on TV, it is real. Superman, see it on TV, King Kong, 1969. Wow, look at this. 1954, 1969. It is real. It is on TV. We live on a spinning ball starter pack. Education, Photoshop, Hollywood rocket, fish islands, television, toilet flush. I love the world I live in. Riddle me this, riddle me that. Why isn't there a real photo of the sphere Earth if the Earth isn't flat? We gotta love the riddle from Batman. Space may be the final frontier, but it's made in a Hollywood basement. Red Hot Chili Peppers, very famous. This only exists in your mind. Cognitive dissonance. Space before flat Earth research, space during initial flat Earth research, space during final flat Earth research, space after flat Earth research. Do you understand? It is very simple. Don't get high on CGI. Research flat Earth. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed. Hey, memes are the best. And photos of the reality of the real world, which in this case we don't have any reality. See you in the next video.